Now I got a drill for you that I guarantee you do this for 10 minutes, you're going to be a better golfer. All right, so let's jump right into it. A big piece of being consistent in golf is controlling from halfway in the downswing until my arms are extended toward the target in the follow through. So let's go over what this should look like. The first piece here is my shoulders. I want you to grab a club, put it across your shoulders just like this. You can even rest it. I'll try not to hit my mic here. But if I rest it across the tips of my shoulders, I want to swing back, and this is kind of where I'd be in my downswing. My left shoulder and the club that's sticking out my left shoulder should be pointing just right around the golf ball, and it doesn't want to be level like this. If I level out, I'm not in good shape. I want to be tilted. So this is level. My left shoulder feels like it's way down. My right shoulder feels like it's way up. From there, I'm going to shift my weight to the left, get a little weight shift, and then I'm going to swing through until my right shoulder is pointing at where the golf ball would be. That's back and through. That's the golf swing. So go ahead and do that about 2 minutes. Get the feeling of left shoulder down, right shoulder down. So it's left shoulder, shift, right shoulder. Go back, left shoulder, shift, right shoulder. From there, we're going to add the club. So the second piece of that is I'm going to go here halfway back, same shoulder position, weight shift, and then I extend my club toward the target as I stay in my posture. So it looks like this. Left shoulder halfway back, weight shift, rotate on through, and now my club is parallel with the ground here when I end. It's about chest high. On the backswing, we have lag. On the start of the downswing, we have lag. So that's at about a 90-degree angle. So it's not straight up and down like this. If we're looking from down the line, it's on plane. It's also toward the golf ball. So everything is working down toward the golf ball. But it has an angle when we're looking from face on. It's not like this, like it will be in the follow through. So 90-degree angle from face on or sharper. And then as we rotate through, level with the ground. Another 2-3 minutes, however long it takes you to get the feel with that. Now, once you get that overall feel, you notice on all these we did a shift and then a swing down. The shift part is very important. If you're going to play good golf, we have to hit this golf ball and then hit the turf in front. Now, there's two ways to feel this. I like to feel this by doing the little foot press drill like we just did, where I get to the backswing, I press my foot into the ground, and then rotate on through. And I like to verify that I'm actually doing this with a little divot board here, which is a fantastic, this training aid is so daggone good, I just love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that same drill now, where I go halfway back, shift, and then I go ahead and rotate on through. I went a little too far there, that's fine, but I wanna feel like I really extend on out. Now there, you notice if this was the golf ball, I would have hit the ball, come down, and then hit the turf in front. Absolutely a great drill because it gives me feedback of exactly where I hit. I would have known if these sequins had started turning over just before the golf ball that it would have been a chunk. I need to shift a little bit more. So if you shift enough and you rotate through, that divot's always going to be in front. So the last piece of this that's really, really important, I see so many players when they get that shift, they start to come over the top. So if I'm looking from down the line, I get that little half swing, I shift, and as I rotate on through, now all of a sudden I'm coming over the top. My club gets steep out here, and I swing right to left. So if I do that on the divot board, let's go ahead and hit one here. There we go. So I swung way left, and the thing that I love about this is my divot board is going to show me that I'm swinging to the left. So even though I hit that right at the golf ball, the path is going way over here. So if my divot board is square to my target line, you see that my divot is moving from right to left across that. And I may have exaggerated there for this video, but you can tell, even if your divot is a lot more square, that's a little bit to the left. This is a little bit to the left. Anything that's not perfectly straight with these yellow lines is a little bit to the left. So the last piece that I like to do on here with this divot board that's fantastic is I want to make sure that my hands are releasing down the target line. I don't want them turning back into the left. So that's the last piece of this drill you're going to do for a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ball on there. Halfway back, I shift to the left, and then here's the big piece from here. I don't want to get my hands and arms out here like this, my left arm this way. I want to get my left arm more to the inside. And as I rotate through and my club is extending, I don't want my club to extend over here toward the left wall. I want my club to extend a little bit more to the right so I can promote an inside-out swing path. So I'll try this one more time. I'm going to hit a nice draw, and then we're going to take a look at the divot board also. There we go. Nice draw there. I swung inside out slightly, and look how much straighter that is on the divot board now. So I'm looking at this line here as I hit the golf ball, and just past that, nice and straight. I release the face a little bit, so now we can see that nice tight little draw. It gives you fantastic feedback for that. Now, if you want to get one of these divot boards for yourself, just go down to the link below in the description. You can pick one up there. They're nice enough to where they give us a few bucks for everyone that buys from that link, helps us to make some more great content. You don't have to have this divot board. You can go to the range, watch your ball flight, look at your own divots. But this is fantastic because it works indoors and outdoors, and man, I just absolutely love this thing. Now, the last piece here is how do we square up the face? So you know that I swung nice and square as I hit that last shot, but a lot of times what I'll see players doing is trying to square up the face by rolling the forearms over each other. You don't want to do that. You want to use the wrist in a way where you can come from the inside, square up the face, and still have this shaft lean. That's what the pros are doing. I call it the anti-roll method, and I'm going to play one of my best videos. It's going to show you exactly how to do it. So if you start coming down steep and feel like you stand up out of your posture and flip the club to square it up, this is the perfect video for you. You've got to learn this anti-roll method. All you need to do is go ahead and click one of the cards that pops up in the screen, somewhere in the screen. If you don't see that, don't worry, just go down to a link in the description. I'll have a link down there that'll give you instant access to this video. Let's go ahead and get started right now. I want to teach you the anti-roll method. Here's the bottom line. If you've been taught to roll the club in the early downswing, that causes the shaft to get steep. And that steep club causes all your problems. It causes you to hit it way behind the big hitters and way inconsistent with your quality of strike. So you're in the tall grass and the trees and the hazards all day long. Now the great news is this. There's really only two pieces that you need to know to fix all these problems. The first one is we need to learn the proper way to square up the club face. Instead of rolling the forearms and getting steep, there's another way that the pros do this. Once you learn this right way to square up the club face, then you can shallow out from the inside and everything starts to fit together. Now I'm going to teach you this right now in what I call the anti-roll method. You may also hear this called the motorcycle move or the tour twist, but let's walk through exactly how to do that. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and go kind of in the last parallel in the downswing. So here, I want my hips to go ahead and be opening up. I want my club to be parallel with the ground, and I want my hands to be in front of my right thigh. Now, when I take my grip, you're going to notice that when I do this, the club face is basically straight up and down. So if I'm looking at it from this angle, you'll see the face is straight up and down, and my logo of my glove is pointed out in front of me. Now from there,